Well, defined in Webster's dictionary, benison means a blessing, the representation of a heartfelt expression of positivity, goodwill, and hope. Benison comes from the Latin word benedicere, which means to bless. This development was birthed from our pastor's vision to be aggressive and effective stewards over the 270 plus acres that New Birth is blessed to own. How many folks know that New Birth is the largest land-owning black church in America? We thank God for that. We thank God for the vision of our late apostle, Bishop Eddie Lawn, who purchased the land. Behind me, on the 35 acres behind me, we will build the first of its kind, a first-class, state-of-the-art community that will be a benison or a blessing for young professionals, first-time homeowners, seniors, and empty nesters. Who fits in that category? Sign up and get you a home today. This community will be a destination for those looking to work, play, stay, and pray in the vibrant city of Stonecrest.
So right now, we're going to talk a little bit about the details of the vision. And right now, we're in the northwest corner of this development. It's 35 acres that span from where we are now down to the light, Woodrow, through Evans Mill, come back down and come across. So that's the rectangle of where we are. On the 35 acres, there will be 336 units. 120 of those will be single-family homes. And if you've seen on the Jumbotron, there are 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, 1, 2, and 3 stories. And just for the technical aspect of it, we're calling them mini homes or even micro homes. They are not tiny homes. There is a distinction. Tiny homes are 200, 300, 400-ish square feet. That's not our product. We're doing the micro homes on a mixed-use live, work, play development. And to get the question a lot, what exactly is mixed use or what is live, work, play? It's just as it described, as Quincy explained. A place where you live, where you play, shop, dine, and have those experiences. It's residential, it's commercial, it's retail, it's office, it's all those things. It's a more coveted property. And with that, we are so happy to be one of the few. We're happy to be able to say that New Birth is sponsoring that project. We leave it that way. So, just to give you an idea of how the site plan is going to work out, it will be developed in 5 phases. The first phase will be sort of where Evans Mill and Woodrow is. That's 120 homes that range from 650 square feet to just over 1,200 square feet. And we're talking about things that are aesthetically pleasing, 2-story, walkout balconies and rooftops, all the things that you want. You've seen some other properties that have community parking. Each one of these will have access to your front door. You'll have balconies over your carport. You'll have 2.5 baths. You'll have the whole 3 stories. It's immaculate how we're going to lay it out. On top of that, we will also have the ability to have mixed use, which is retail, dining, and shopping, to give people in the city of Stonecrest an opportunity to come fellowship, have dining with open green space, an amphitheater for things of that nature. It's just an exciting time. I'm truly proud of it. One of the things that I have to address is I get all the time, what's the timeline and have they sold out? No, they have not sold out. We anticipate they will. So when they're ready, you guys should be ready. So for the timeline right now, we're looking at having our permits secured and hopefully with the blessing of the mayor and the DeKalb County, we'll have that sometime in the summer. So the groundbreaking officially where we're moving dirt will be sometime the end of the summer and the fall. So we're excited about that timeline and look forward to it. And so that is what I go to the website, thebenisonatl.com. And on that website, you'll be able to see more products and illustrations of what we have. And if you're a contractor, if you're a vendor, if you are a real estate agent, just go to the contact us. It's a drop-down menu, and you pull your stuff in there, and we'll be back in touch with you. Thank you so much, New Birth. Thank you so much, Stonecrest. And we look forward to seeing you all on this, where we seriously break ground on the venison. Thank you.
Generations unborn are going to be blessed by what's happening today. What eyes haven't seen, what ears haven't heard. We are standing on hope. Come on, lift up your voice. I know that there are angels. All is the benison. The benison is the exact same word from which we get benediction. You're blessing as you are leaving. He said you're blessed as you come and you're blessed as you go. Bishop Long had no idea that houses were coming up in this property, that a clinic was going to be built on this property. It is the intention of God that every generation goes further than the previous generation. The reason why it is that we have heavy lifting to do is that this is the very first generation in American history. First generation in American history who is faring worse than their parents. We're believing that we're going to break that generational curse right on this ground. Before I go a step further, would you help me thank our Congressman Hank Johnson. Thank you, sir, for representing us nobly and ably. Would you help me thank God for Commissioner Davis Johnson? Come on, 18 months ago, it was all a dream. It was really just Fantasy Island without tattoo. It was absolutely unbearable to think that this was going to happen. And in large measure, aside from the grace of God, we would not be here if it were not for our mayor. Would you help me thank God for our mayor? Take pride in our councilwoman who has been on the grind. Thank you so very much. Dr. Anthony, thank you so very much. I want you to pause before you applause because I need you to understand what is getting ready to take place. When this is complete, with retail and restaurants and townhomes and mini homes, this will be the only development in America that is owned by black people. Come on. Oh, y'all ain't shouting right. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. A lot of people are talking, but very few are walking it out. And so I am so thankful, I'm so appreciative for you walking alongside us to get it done. I owe a debt of gratitude to Brother Quincy Gamble and Robbie Brown, who took this bull by the horns, neither of whom had ever done development before, and I threw them into it, and they came out smelling like a rose. I'm appreciative to our board and to our deacons, to our elders, and I'm telling you, this could not happen if it were not for the amazing, faithful people of New Birth. If you're a member of New Birth, come on, y'all got to shout about it. Don't you let nobody talk about your church. Don't you let nobody talk you out of your blessing and talk you out of your assignment. Thank you, Elder Maurice Waddell. Thank you for standing with us. You all owe a debt of gratitude to Brother Waddell. 5 years ago, they were looking at our church as a convention center. 5 years ago, they were thinking about selling our Family Life Center. 5 years ago, the holder of our mortgage was calling in the loan and was pushing us towards bankruptcy. But I thank God that 5 is the number of favor. 5 is the number of grace. And I'm believing what God is doing for the church, He's getting ready to do for the people. I want you to shout like there are some homeowners, there's some entrepreneurs, there's some business leaders, there's some community activists. This is the year that everything is getting ready to shift for you. Today we are following biblical record to break up fallow ground. We're going to break up fallow ground because there are those who did not believe that God was able, and they are going to see it. I am so appreciative.
This development, the Benison development, is so important to us as a people living in the times where we're living in and in the area where we live, because what happened to Airman Fortson could happen to any one of us. But I'll tell you, when everybody is sharing the same heart and is strong in numbers, if there's some disturbance that's taking place, it won't get out of hand. We won't have to call the police because the heart is strong and strength is in unity. We'll be able to take care of it and protect our young black men and women as they are coming up. That's what this is about. We're going to need each other more than ever. But right during these difficult times that we're in, we see something coming out of the ground. And it's the Benison. And it's led by none other than my good friend, who I'm bringing to the mic now, Pastor Jamal Bryant.
I too, of course, am excited to be here with you today to celebrate the grand opening or the groundbreaking of the Benison. If you've heard me speak before, you've heard me talk about a connected community. You've heard me say that the city of Stonecrest, our mission is to be a connected community where the government, the faith-based organizations, our business community, and our constituents come together to build the city we want to have, to build the city that we can be proud of. Today is one example of us coming to fruition on that promise of being a connected community.
Of promise. There was something promised to us that we didn't know about. But one thing about the God I serve is that he will surely bring it out. And so we are here today for blessings and goodwill, called the Benison. I ain't never heard of that word, but I know blessings and goodwill. And to be blessed, Benison, to be blessed to be the proud councilwoman for District 5, y'all just don't understand how I'm about to really, really shout. District 5 in the great city of Stonecrest has the largest footprint. And when I say footprint, I mean acreage